Good morning and welcome to the brokerage and networking event organized by GREENET, focused on Cluster 5 World Program 2026 for climate, energy and mobility. I hope you can see and hear me well. My name is Juan Francisco Reyes, and together with my colleagues Marta and Emanuela, who is controlling the application, we are coordinating and moderating the whole pitching session today. Before starting with the brokerage itself, let me introduce very briefly what is GREENET. GREENET is the network of national contact points, NCPs for Horizon Europe Cluster 5, which is formed by 19 NCPs as partners, but also the rest of NCPs as associated of Europe and beyond. The complete information about GREENET can be consulted in our website, and there you all can easily access to our activities such as trainings and events. Besides, there are newsletters available with tips for better understanding Cluster 5 and the participation in calls. I strongly advise you to look at the website and contact and find your NCP for a more detailed information. GREENET is a coordination and support action funded by Horizon Europe, and it was launched in July 2022. Our objective is to improve the professionalization of the Cluster 5 NCPs across Europe, simplifying applicants' access to calls and raising the average quality of submitted proposal. It means that our objective, our job is to support you in the participation of calls, improving our opportunities, your opportunities, and proposals, and supporting you in the creation of consortia. How do we do that? First, through the organization of networkings and matchmaking events like the one organized today online. Second, lowering the entry barriers for newcomers and participants, for example, from Western countries and others. And third, raising applicants' awareness on Horizon Europe funding opportunities, as well as their knowledge by the provision of a suite of tools to better tackle the challenges posed by the Cluster 5 in Horizon Europe. And now let's move on to the brokerage event itself within the framework of European Commission Horizon Europe Cluster 5 Info Day, which is held tomorrow online. GREENET is organizing today the networking and brokerage event jointly supported by Enterprise Europe Network and focusing only on 2026 calls for proposal. The main objective of the event today is to gather all the relevant stakeholders intending to apply for funding and supporting the development of consortia and project ideas. There are more than 800 validated participants from more than 45 countries from Europe and beyond. Participants looking for partners will have the opportunity today to present their own organization and project ideas in two different ways. The first one is now through a brief for a presentation of 4 minutes maximum, each of them during the pitching session from now to 12 o'clock, which is open to everybody, live stream. And the second way is through bilateral meetings. They are starting after the pitching session from 2 to 6 today. A website was set up based on the B2Match tool to organize the registration to the brokerage event and to allow participants to interact and contact in advance to book the bilateral meetings. They have been previously agreed through the registration platform, and now there are around 500 bilateral meetings scheduled of 20 minutes each. Beyond today's brokerage event, for your information, GREENET count on a continuously open platform to organize bilateral meetings and to try to support you in the preparation and the looking for partners. The name is GREENET Partner Search Tool, where there are more than 600 registered and validated participants and more than 300 opportunities for project cooperation. In the website, it's possible to filter by words, destination, or even the topic of your interest to easy the search. And you are also able to book online meetings with other participants whenever you want along the year. It's open along the year, not only to one day like the brokerage event that we are organizing today. Coming back to the pitching session, and due to the time constraints, there are only 2 hours for presentation, and the selection criteria has followed the next order of preference. First, the ideas for project proposal linked to specific topics, looking for partners. The second are the entity profiles linked to specific topics, offering a concrete experience to a certain task. And in both cases, when the quality is good, we have followed the first come, first served basis approach. Now there are 23 selected presentations, and they are available at the website of the event. However, we have received a lot of presentations with high quality, and they cannot be included today. So, as I said, we have a limited time available for the pitching session, but all the presentation, the high quality presentation, will be uploaded in our GreenTwin website. So you can check the other presentation that cannot be presented today, and you can see if they are interested for you, and the contact details are included in this presentation. Just to remind you that this pitching session is live streamed, so everybody can watch us online, and it will be recorded and you can watch it afterwards if you want. This is the final agenda of today. Please be aware that the presentation can be delayed or bring forward a little bit, depending on the time that the speakers use for the presentation, but maximum 4 minutes for each presentation. We are controlling the tool to avoid delays and to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Here a couple of tips for speakers. You have received an email with the timing you have to connect to the tool and to upload your presentation. You cannot watch me on the screen during your presentation, but my face will show up again on the screen when there are 15 seconds left for you to finish and say goodbye. And that's all from my side. I hope you find interesting this pitching session, and let's start with the first speaker, which is Pablo Frieiro from CETIM, a technological center located in A Coruña, Spain.
Thank you very much for the introduction. First of all, I would like to present myself, the person carrying the message. I'm Pablo Frieiro from the EU Projects Office of CETIM. I have a PhD in chemistry. And I would like also to introduce my organization to those who don't know us yet. We are a technological center based in A Coruña, in Spain. We are working between lab and between academia and industry in 3 knowledge areas: advanced materials, eco-biotechnologies, and digital industry. And now I'm going to jump into some capabilities and added value that we can provide to the consortia in this cluster. Starting with the sustainable building materials, we have expertise in this kind of materials that are highly relevant for renovation of buildings. For instance, it's the topic that I'm showing in the screen. Our experience includes products like binders, mortars, concretes. We can recycle them from waste sources. We have experience with bio-based bituminous mixes. And also we have worked with natural and recycled materials that can be used for insulation, which is highly relevant for energy efficiency. Last, I would like to highlight that we have capability to develop pilots. For instance, we have contacts here in our region, which represents the Atlantic coast, the Atlantic weather, which might be relevant for some kind of proposals. Moving to the next field that I would like to highlight, in battery, we have like 2 groups working in this field. One is dedicated to the recycling, to the recovery of metals, with a special focus on the critical raw materials, and working with the end-of-life batteries. For that purpose, we have developed technologies like biotech roots, like the bio-leaching. We have worked with black mass, but also we can work with disassembled components, which is another option. And also we have eco-biotechnologies like the electrochemical separation that works for metals, but we can also recover salts like the lithium phosphate, hexafluorophosphate. And I would like to highlight that our technological center has a track record of collaboration with India. This is relevant because in the next calls, there is a topic dedicated to the recycling of batteries, and that requires this kind of international cooperation. In the same field of batteries, I have to highlight also that we have cell testing facilities, and we have capability to develop cells, and we have expertise with bio-based materials in anodes and other kind of coatings and separators. Our team has worked with different chemistries beyond lithium-ion. Of course, we started with lithium-ion, but we have moved to other chemistries, and we have experience integrating recycling materials into cells and testing these materials that are recovered and that might have different properties from the commercial materials. I would like to highlight a topic this year that is of our high interest because it requires the development of bio-based materials for the battery value chains. And to finalize, I would like to go back to our biorefineries group research line because they have also developed technologies for the production of hydrogen, conversion of CO2, and also for the synthesis of different fuels and biopolymers. These colleagues of mine are experts in strain development. They have developed strains for hydrogen. They can develop biofuels and synthetic pathways for the fuel. And especially, we like to highlight that they have capability to move from lab to pilot scale. We have several bioreactors of different sizes. And we can also do genomic analysis and selection of the strains and testing of the strains. These capabilities are highly relevant for the topic that I have in the screen about next generation of renewable energy technologies. And just to finalize, I would like to invite everything in the event to contact me or contact my colleagues who are also present in the platform through email, through the platform, or if you prefer by LinkedIn. Thank you very much for the organization, and thank you all for your attention. And I finalize.
Thank you very much, Pablo. Now I would like to invite to take the floor Elena Angelova, DBFZ, Germany's Federal Research Institute focused on biomass for materials and energy in Germany. Elena.
Morning, everyone. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. My name is Elena Angelova. I'm the research coordinator of the German Biomass Research Center, situated in Leipzig in Germany. This is a federal research institution. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Focusing on integrated energetic and material use of biomass. We do applied research and development. Some numbers in 2025, for example, around 300 people worked at the DBFZ, implementing more than 100 research projects and managing a total budget of 26 million euros. As a project partner, DBFZ applies a wide range of research and development methods and tools. In the field of biomass, material cycles and energy systems, we develop applied sustainability, or we apply and develop sustainability assessment and also methods for that. Use resource monitoring and remote sensing to estimate biomass potentials, and also develop data science applications and operate our own resource database. So DBFZ operates also an extensive research and development infrastructure ranging from laboratory scale to pilot plants. And you can see here two routes: thermochemical processes and biochemical processes. In the thermochemical processes, we scale up from fuel conditioning, for example, to optimizing burning processes in small scale furnaces, or do estimation, emission measurements and control, and develop also innovative controllers for system integration. Within the biochemical processes, we scale from the biogas research, biogas plants, or from biogas laboratory scale, meaning focusing on processing or process optimization or flexibilization of biogas production, into the scale of research biogas plants where experiments are taking place in different kinds of fermenters and using them in different types and kinds of parallel experiments, for example, up to the technical scale and in real technical applications. In the field of biorefinery, as you can see on this slide, so we develop and research different process steps for converting, for example, wet biomass flows into solid, liquid, or also gaseous bioenergy carriers, bio-based products or chemicals as byproducts. We operate a wide range of test bench covering hydrotreatment processes, biomass gasification, separation technologies, but also doing downstream process technologies. And on the next slide, you see our pilot plan for renewable methane. Using different biogenic residues, waste streams, and green hydrogen to increase methane yield and generate valuable byproducts through innovative processes. So the plan serves as R&D platform open for future collaborations. So you're inviting to join and to work together on joint projects within Horizon Europe. And what is special about this plant is that it is highly modular flexibility, has a very high module flexibility. It means new processes, new models could be added, or individual component could be also operated independently. And on the next slide, I put some calls on which we would like to cooperate with you, and you can see also our expertise on a certain expertise on these calls. So the slides will be available after the event, I think, and you can look at it closely and get in touch with us. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to connecting and discussing collaboration with you.
Thank you very much, Elena. Next speaker is Tarik Ozkul, Sygtech, Strategic Innovative Initiatives, and SME Deep Tech Innovator. So please, Tarik.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the introduction. I'm representing Strategic Innovative Initiatives, and actually we would like to participate in this CL5 event with 2 award-winning technologies. We have half a dozen awards for these 2 technologies and more than 30 patents in these things. And we are already sponsored by IMO for our technology. Now, the first technology is Aerofold. It is a storm-resilient wind turbine technology. When it is operational, our wind turbine is just a regular vertical axis H-type wind turbine. But we have a very strong storm protection technology. So when there is a storm, we close the wings like an umbrella and go into this pole formation. It looks exactly like a pole. And if the wind even increases further, we go into the tilt down mode where we tilt our the turbine right to the ground. So this small feature actually gives radical results. Our turbine is 1/10 of the weight of a similar classical wind turbine. Our foundation is very simple. We can erect it like we erect a regular utility pole. It is quiet. It is omnidirectional, so which makes it a residential-friendly wind turbine. Well, this one feature also opens up many new markets for us. Now we can use our technology in high wind areas. We can use it for wind-assisted propulsion applications. We can use it for district heating and cooling, and we can use it for offshore applications. Now, our technology is already sponsored by IMO. We are one of the technologies, one of the three technologies selected from the whole world for marine decarbonization, and we already started doing a pilot in Caribbean island of St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, our next technology is, okay, by the way, these are the calls that we are interested in. There are many calls that we fit perfectly. So these are some of them. And I, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over them, but we fit them perfectly. Our second technology is also very interesting. It is related to solar. We call it SolarScape. And with this technology, we turn landscape into solar collectors. We can actually sculpt the earth with it and turn it into a solar collector. The process is near automated, so with minimum human intervention, we can actually sculpt the earth. It's SRTI type construction, and we generate near perfect parabolic reflector. And we can optimize the reflectors for the latitude. And the nice thing is when it comes to the cleaning, there is little or no water cleaning that we can use. So with this technology, we can sculpt the earth, we can sculpt the desert sand and make giant solar collectors. We can sculpt hillsides, we can sculpt building facades, and we can even use natural depressions as giant solar collectors. And the resultant things are actual architectural marvels. So we can use Fresnel type construction and it can be used for green hydrogen production, green ammonia, desalination, utility scale energy, and industrial heat generation. So obviously our technology also fits into several Horizon CL5 calls perfectly. So we invite you to use our technology in your projects and also contribute to our projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tarik. Our next speaker is Jessica Sutherland, University of Warwick, UK. Jessica, please.
Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Jess from University of Warwick. Our research group is called the Interdisciplinary Ethics and Society Research Group. Here is some of our details as well. I'll put them at the end for you. I'm a research fellow within the group, and we also have a co-director, Professor Key Times. So just a bit of introduction into what we do. So we're based in the Department of Politics and International Studies at the University of Warwick in the UK. And we specialise in social science and humanities methods and ethics, which includes research ethics, health ethics, sustainability, technological ethics, all of those things. A bit of our track record. So we are currently top 4 in the UK for research power as a university, and also first in the UK for research environment. And we are number 74 in the QS World Rankings for this year. As a research group, we've had only over 40 funded projects, and I think just over 20 of those have been within the Horizon Europe landscape, beginning from FP7. So our expertise in particular, of course, include ethics in climate change, climate adaptation, technological ethics, including AI, health and health ethics, and research ethics for projects in particular. In terms of our social science and humanities methods, we like to use case studies and including interviews, workshops, user events, those sorts of things, both focused on individuals and kind of wider societal study there. So it can be in terms of user engagement, policy engagement, and wider stakeholder engagement there. We usually include quite a specific focus as well on vulnerable groups. So for us, we're seeking to join a consortium to lead work packages and tasks on ethics and societal impact. And we think this has become particularly important in the Horizon landscape as well, where many of the calls do have explicit reference to societal considerations, which is what we are really focused on. So I've, on the right-hand side of the screen there, I've added all of the calls that we're interested in specifically for 26 and 27. But we're happy to kind of collaborate on any projects where user and societal impact would be really useful in those projects. And then finally, again, here's just our contact information and our website. And yeah, I look forward to collaborating with people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Let's continue with Carmina Bocanegra from Elliot Cloud. Carmina, please. Are you there, Carmina? We can't hear you.
Now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, sorry. Technology problems. Thank you from the introduction. Thank you, everyone. I don't know why I cannot move the slides. Maybe you can help me. Okay, now I think maybe there is some delay. Okay, yeah, now it's working. So my name is Carmina Bocanegra. I work in Elliot Cloud, which is an SME from Spain, and I work as an innovation project manager in the innovation department, basically in European projects. And Elliot Cloud main expertise is the main product is a platform as a service that connects and manages all sorts of IoT devices and any kind of data sources. So our main strength is that we have developed in-house many adapters and connections, so we can gather any kind of data, make it interoperable, and make use of that data in the projects. So there you can see kind of an architecture of our platform where you can see different layers. Basically, we have the acquisition layer where we acquire the data sources. Then we add analytics and process this data to add semantic interoperability. We store it into our database. We also can manage GIS and other kind of data. And then we also then have a visualization layer where we can make the results available for the users. We work in many European projects, as I said, and here I have just 2 examples of current projects we are actually working in. So the first one is Solaris, which is based on the management of PV plants. And here, Elliot Cloud has the main role is the development of the IoT platform of the project, where we're going to automate the monitoring, the inspections of the PV plants, and the maintenance. And this is the key aspect is that it's a scalable solution for the different PV plants in the project. We have 4 different pilots. They are all different, some small, some industrial, some agricultural PV plants. And we can adapt our solution to any of them with a really small effort. We also have real-time monitoring, of course, and we also integrate models from a third party, like from other project partners, like forecasting models. We have included them in these results in the platform, so they are available together with the monitoring data. And finally, it uses MQTT for this data connection. The second project is a stand project, where here is about flexibility of buildings. And again, the Elliot Cloud roles is the development of the stand cloud platform, where we are connecting all the data sources from the different pilot sites. And here it's even more complex because we have many different buildings. We have industrial, we have a residential, we have tertiary buildings. And in these buildings, we have different kind of systems with different kind of sensors. And we are gathering all this data, making, again, interoperable, available for the partners in the project that needs them for their predictive models, from their control algorithms. And then we are going to gather all these results from the project partners and make them available for the end users. So in summary, the specific contribution that Elliot Cloud can have in the project is, as I said, using our IoT platform as a baseline. We can bring this to the project, develop it further, so we can use it to retrieve any kind of data, connect to the different results of the projects, and also include analytics, semantic interoperability, and visualization as well. And also, yes, as I said here, is data management, visualization, artificial intelligence, data spaces, and security. And here I have listed some topics we are interested in, although because we are very flexible, we can also apply our expertise to many other topics. So please, if you want to contact us, here you have my details. Thank you.
Thank you, Carmina. Moving on to our next presentation is Abishag John, ADL Ingegneria Informativa, a company dedicated to IT sector in Italy.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm Abishag. I'm representing ADL Ingegneria Informatica on behalf of our CEO, Mrs. Katia Marquesin. ADL Ingegneria Informatica is a bespoke software developer house specialized in custom software solution for optimizing business processes. ADL Ingegneria Informatica is composed of 30 dedicated employees who is providing their experiences in two major departments, developer team and project management team. Developer team is responsible for the language and the tool they are developing, and they will and the project management team takes care of all the end-to-end processes plus after-sales departments. We have experience in this in the IT industry for over 30 years, completing over around 5,346 projects and still counting. The focused areas of ADL Ingegneria Informatica are cloud infrastructure and support, customized web-based platform and developments, customized software solutions like ERP, CRM, IoT, AI, and BI, and business softwares. So with all the experience, we would like to highlight some of our portfolios, including machine interconnection as per the European regulation for Industry 5.0. We have proven with our tools and software that we have developed under this topic with increased productivity and flexibility. We have also have experience working in automotive AI specifically for the automotive spare parts, and we have developed a solution for IoT, environmental parameter monitoring, IoT sensor interconnection for real-time parameter monitoring especially for caravans, RFID-based waste disposal for a billing automation process, in-visit project management project for the visitor access identification management inside the specific areas, external payments platform for a global credit collection and electronic payment, sawmill automation project for a sensor interfacing and cloud management of data for remote monitoring through satellite. And with all the with all the software that we developed, we have key benefits under the areas of business intelligence, specifically for the sales analysis feature and tools. For with the tool and the software that ADL Ingegneria has developed for the business intelligence, we have proven a 30% increase of operational efficiency. Digital transformation areas, we have experience working in the e-commerce platform, enhancing in AR and VR experience for our customers. In the warehouse and shipping management areas, we have developed tools and softwares and processes that has proven 85% increase of order throughput. And with all the experience and the expertise in the area, in the specified area, we would like to express our interest in the projects under IoT, device automation and optimization, secured software interconnection and machine learning, AI database collection, standardization, data fusion, query response user interface. We have already initiated our work in AI areas under the spare parts of automotive industry. With all the listed categories of interested projects, benefit and portfolios, we would like to express our interest in the Horizon Cluster Call 5 project 2026-10 T606, increased competitiveness and resilience of multimodal freight transport and logistics for a competitive supply chain. So if you would like to, if you would like to know more about the project that we do in ADL Ingegneria Informatica, please visit us in www.adlgroup.it. and www.adlweb.it. If you would like to reach to us, please email through info@adlgroup.it. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Abishag. Next up, Gabriela Espinosa, IREC, the Catalonia Institute for Energy Research in Spain.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I am Gabriela Espinosa. I am business developer at IREC. Okay, let's introduce IREC. IREC is the mission of IREC is to contribute to the sustainable development of the society and enhance the corporate competitiveness. Via the innovation and the development of new technological products, mid and long-term research. Okay. We have 3 headquarters, 2 located in Barcelona and 1 located in Tarragona. We have 3 areas of expertise. One is energy environmental, the second one is the energy storage, and the third one is the smart energy management. Okay, let's move. Our expertise can be grouped into technological units. One is related with advanced material for energy, and the second one is related with energy efficient system, buildings, and communities. Okay. This is give us the landscape that we have 7 research departments grouped in these 2 areas of materials and energy efficiency. Today we will talk about the potential collaboration with some part of the power system groups. The power system groups have several expertise. One is related with the cybernetical physical systems. Another one is related with the offshores. Okay, offshores and the power electronics, electronical networks, and energy storage. Okay. We are planned to go. This group is planned to coordinate these 2 topics. One, the D325, advanced TCO control rooms to enhance grid observability, stability, and resilience. We can contribute in this regarding the observability with the data-driven state estimation, regarding the stability with the small signal and transient stability analysis based on PMU data, regarding the resilience with the health modeling, infrastructure, interdependency evaluation, and fault diagnosis. Regarding the D326, advanced distribution management systems for more efficient and flexible distribution grids, we can contribute with the efficient decision-making tools for suggesting optimal grid reconfiguration, regarding the flexibility computation and grid of flexible pod types and flexibility providers into the distribution of the grid planning, and also with the congestion management. There are some topics that we are interested to participate as a partner. So here is the topic D318. And in this topic, we can contribute with the grid forming converters modeling, studies on synthetic inertia placement in transmission grids. In this case, we have the possibility to invite local DCOs for pilots. This is important. Also, data-driven converter models extraction and system identification for inertia estimation. Regarding the D321 novel solution for off-grid storage and renewable energy for critical infrastructure, we can contribute to off-grid energy hubs modeling, considering multiple energy carriers, resilient studies of the infrastructure against different health events, cyber threats, droughts, and typhoons, etc. Okay, sorry, and I finished. We are also interested in this too. Here you have our expertise. So of course, if you see some kind of possibilities to synergy, some scenarios, please. This is our team, and here we have our contact. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Gabriela. Now I would like to invite Marta Mateo, Lurederra, Technological Center in Spain.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Juanfran, for your presentation. As mentioned, my name is Marta. I'm working in the European Projects Department at Technological Center Lurederra, which is located in the north of Spain. We are a technological center dedicated to three main research areas. One of them is dedicated to coatings and nanoparticles and nanotechnology. The second one is dedicated to new materials, mainly plastic materials. And we have a third research area dedicated to advanced environment. In these areas, we have very transversal activities, but we have selected here two topics, both of them related with the new materials for batteries and recycling processes also in this context. In this area, we can offer different possibilities of working. Lurederra works with metallurgical extraction techniques, and we can use these facilities. We work in laboratory scale, but also in pilot scale. We can use these technologies in order to recover different raw materials, and we can extract them from different streams. We can also offer for these topics physicochemical technologies. We work with solvent extraction and also froth flotation in order to remove binder and hydrophobic components in batteries, for example. And also we can work in direct recycling of cathode active materials. We can also work on other cross-cutting activities related with this area. We can work in inks development and coatings. We can also work on coatings from anti-corrosion properties and also wettability modification. And we are currently working in an Horizon Europe project dedicated to recycling of batteries, on which our main role is production of different active materials from these recycling streams. We have also selected a topic related with the production of battery-grade materials, because we have different expertise and capabilities on producing different active materials for batteries. We can produce for different chemicals, materials for cathodes, anodes, electrolytes, or even other catalysts in order to work with metal batteries. And of course, we are open to work in other request compositions on demand of other types of battery chemistries. And I would like to focus here our the technology we use in order to produce this tailored synthesis of these tailored materials, mainly dedicated to nanoparticles and nanodispersion. We use frame spray pyrolysis, which allow us to produce different wide range of nanomaterials and also to control the particle properties. We can also obtain high thermal stability and purity materials, and we have the possibility of working at different scales, from laboratory scale to industrial scale even. We also work with the dispersion technology and chemical functionalization of these materials, and we have also possibility of different thermal treatments. In summary, what we can do is to use different frame spray pyrolysis configuration in order to produce different tailored materials for different chemistries. In this sense, I would like to invite you to contact me or my colleague Angelica in order to discuss our possibilities in the topics we have selected, or other topics you think our expertise could be interested for working together. Thank you very much for your organization also and the possibility of presenting our activities today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marta. Let's continue with Alain Mandrillon, Reuniwatt, a company dedicated to solar and wind energy in France.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting us to present and to showcase what we are doing and looking for. And thanks for the GreenTwin team for the organization of this webinar. So I'm working at Reuniwatt, which is an SME based in the French outermost region, which you might know. It's the Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean, and we are operating at the very heart of the twin transition, which means the green and the digital transitions. So as we are based in the rainiest place on Earth, you might guess that the sky is very central in our daily life, and it makes no surprise we are providing some solutions to the challenges that weather variability is implying in many different application sectors. Today, I want to focus on the energy sector and to show how we study the sky. And by studying, I mean not only monitoring what's happening in the sky, so with clouds and solar irradiance, for instance, but also we are also looking at the future of what's happening in the sky with forecasting models. So what do? We monitor the energy received from the sun with a proprietary method that we've developed at Reuniwatt, which is called SunSat. And this method could be used anywhere on Earth, except for some areas around the poles. But it can be applied to any continent. So this method provides irradiance data, so the energy received from the sun, in the past. So you can see what we call time series on the left of the graph. But also we can estimate how much energy is received from the sun in real time. And that's what you can see on the second step of the graph. We can, if you also are able to provide data about your solar infrastructure, whether it can be panels, solar panels, or a thermal solar plant, we can also design a digital twin of your solar energy infrastructure. In addition, and that's our main and core activity, it's about forecasting. So you can see we have 3 different types of forecasting horizons. Of course, we can forecast at the local level uniquely the weather patterns of a plant or of a certain area. So this is done with our IoT sensors, which you can see on the right part of the slide. One is monitoring the sky in the visible light. It's called the SkyCam Vision. And the other one is the Sky Insight, monitoring the sky in the thermal infrared wavelength. So after this local monitor and forecasting, we are able, again, at the global level, to use satellite and weather models to predict what's your energy production plant will produce. So we can do that in the next few hours, in the next few days, in the next few weeks sometimes. And that's what we are currently doing. So our main purpose today is to discuss R&D, right? So we want to improve our models, improve our methodologies. And the best way to do so is to do it collaboratively at EU level. And for this, we are investing in R&D since 2009. We have a team of 8 people in the R&D department, and 5 PhDs are working alongside Reuniwatt, and this has produced more than 100 publications and 7 patents that you've seen in the slide just before. So our expertise is on data science, databases, forecasting and nowcasting models, but also computer vision and deep learning, which is a very top-notch type of AI. And we also have expertise in satellite data, of course. And in the frame of European projects, not only technological expertise is required, but also non-technological expertise, such as policy recommendations, communication, dissemination, exploitation activities, for which we can add value also. So what are we looking for the next calls of Horizon Europe Cluster 5 set of calls? We are looking for partners across Europe who could bring expertise, especially regarding the first call that you can see on AI-based forecasting models, who could bring expertise in energy demand, socioeconomic implications of energy systems also, but end users as well, such as grid operators, transmission or distribution system operators. We also are able to provide data and models for digital twins, whether it can be at the grid level, like substations or any electricity lines, to create an overall ecosystem, digital ecosystem of the grid as a digital twin. So we're also looking for, this is just an example of a call, but we're also very much looking for partners who are interested in Africa, in the energy transition in Africa, as we are geographically based in Africa, in the Indian Ocean. We are also in contact with a lot of energy actors from this continent, and we are interested in collaborating for the transition of this continent. So we basically aim to implement the Green Deal, the European revised Renewable Energy Directive, and the very new European Grids package. So to bounce back on what I said at the beginning in the introduction, we are in a very rainy place, as you can see, but it's also a fantastic place where to test renewable energy technologies, and we would be glad to collaborate with people interested in this mission. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Alan. Let's continue with Violeta Damjanovic from GreenTwin, a high-tech startup in Austria. Please, Violeta.
Hi, everyone. And thank you for this opportunity to present the specific topic that we are interested. So we are located in Austria, and we are a high-tech company. So we are specifically interested in Horizon Cluster 5 topic D606, which is about increasing competitiveness and resilience of multimodal freight transport and logistics for competitive supply chains. This call is about innovation actions, and that means start a bit higher TRL. And therefore, we are coming with tools that we already have developed, which are currently at TRL 5, and we have 118 actually companies from everywhere in Europe join the platform. The call is planned for October 2026. And on this slide, you can see some of our tools. For example, we are doing this logistics flow map for supply chain and logistic companies. We also very focused on resilience. We have some specific services which are about calculating supply chain resilience score, and then creating specific tailored resilience strategies for the companies. So this is our value proposition. So starting with TRL 5, we actually had developed this Rescue B2B collaborative transparency platform, which enables companies to strengthen their resilience for supply chains and logistics. And the platform is already EFTI compliant. EFTI is a standard which is coming, which is very important for transport and logistics. It stands for Electronic Freight Transport Interoperability, and this is actually about automatic creation of all documentation which are required for logistics. And our current platform maps suppliers, visualizes supply chain networks, identify alternative sourcing options, and optimizes supply chain based on risk level, which is derived from multiple data sources, including this public satellite data. We're using Copernicus missions in order to, for example, forecast climate and weather conditions related to supply chain and logistics for, let's say, 7 days or 2 weeks. The platform is currently free for all SMEs in Europe. So you can see the link. You can actually join the platform and try our services already now. Specifically for this call, this 606, here are some ideas that we would like to bring to consortium. This is ideas are related to advanced tools for multimodal freight transport networks. For example, we would like to work on this disruption monitoring and automated sustainability compliance. Related to real-time visibility tracking and predictive analytics, we want to work on predictive infrastructure resilience monitoring and multimodal and synchromodal solutions for more agile, flexible, responsive, and resilient logistics. We also have some ideas that we would like to discuss with all interesting parties. Briefly about GreenTwin, technology-wise, we are working on digital collaborative transparency platforms, which are, of course, cloud platforms. Then resilience tools for supply chain and logistic, knowledge-based system, including symbolic AI ontologies and knowledge graph, for example. Of course, we are working with Gen AI and leveraging Copernicus, GNSS, and Galileo high accuracy service. And you can also see our experience, which is, we are established in 2022, but we have over 30 years founders experience in symbolic AI and collaborative cloud platforms. You can also find out our details, greentwin.space, for example. You can find us on LinkedIn. We are happy to collaborate and to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Violeta. Let's move on to the next presentation. Monica Florea, please, the floor is yours, from Simavi, Romania.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Monica Florea. I'm the head of unit of European Project Department in Software Imagination and Vision. Simavi is a software company located in Bucharest, in Romania. We do software development and integration in several areas like energy sector, security, cybersecurity, smart cities. We have a lot of capabilities in artificial intelligence, machine learning development, augmented reality, virtual reality solutions, cybersecurity solutions, smart mobility platforms, building information management, IoT platforms, and data collection tools. And we participate in many research and development projects in over 70 Horizon 2020, Horizon Europe projects. We play the role of partner, but also coordinator. I would like to present you our project idea that we have it. It's called the Build for SEAT. It's a proposal that we aim to submit for the topic Advanced Data Platform to integrate whole life carbon in building information tools, assessment, and certification under Build for People partnership. The deadline is on 15th of September. It's an innovation action. And the proposal, it's aiming to develop an interoperable suite of digital solutions that enables building stakeholders to make data-driven decisions supporting whole life energy, carbon, and environmental performance. The proposal is built on 4 pillars. One is, first of all, we aim to develop an interoperable digital platform for whole life data. Secondly, we aim to develop advanced analytics and decision support tools. Third, we aim to develop next generation building management and data sovereignty solutions. And also, very important, we aim to develop large scale validation across diverse building types. The current consortium is composed by specialists in ICT, platform integration, but also digital twins and AI. We are looking for experts in low carbon life cycle assessment, in whole life carbon, but also SSH and behavioral expertise, as well as standardization and certification bodies. We also aim to extend, and we need the more pilot ecosystems that it's based on building managers or construction renovation companies. So actually the pilots are aimed to for a range of different building types, for example, residential, commercial, educational. We aim to address diverse use cases, aiming, for example, on energy monitoring, but also renovation, optimization, and so on. Ourselves, Simavi, we are also interested in different other topics under cluster 5 from different destinations, and our expertise is that we can offer on these calls is based on, for example, energy management information systems or building information management systems, interactive dashboards, different software architecture, integrated smart grid cross-functional solutions, IoT platform development, data integration from IoT and sensors, but also digital twin, different other cybersecurity solution. And we can also develop different pilots in collaboration with stakeholders like, for example, DSO, TSO, smart cities, or different other type of expertise that is needed in the projects. I leave you here my contact details, and I'm very glad to continue this discussion with those that are interested in our project idea, but also our expertise. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Margarita Oliveira from Global Biosciences Center of Excellence in Portugal.
Hi, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. So I'm Margarita Oliveira, as mentioned. I'm the Research and Development Funding Coordinator at the Global Bioscience Center, which is at SGS Portugal. And SGS, it's a multinational company, world leader in certification, testing, and inspection. So our topics of interest and to which we think we could add value and contribute, there are two main ones, one on wind energy and the other in the photovoltaic applications. And then depending on the proposal or the project, the context, we could add value as well to the ports of the future and shipyards of the future. What can we bring? We offer services of biodiversity assessment and monitoring. So the environmental impact and biodiversity is gaining a lot of traction and focus throughout Horizon Europe. And what we offer is the opportunity for you to assess the impact of your solution, your technology, mitigation measures, etc. So we can offer impact assessment of anthropogenic pressures, and this can be done prior, during, and after what we could say interventions. And we resort to environmental DNA technology. We offer services that go from sampling to DNA extraction and DNA analysis through molecular biology technology, bioinformatics, and then the delivery of the data, of the results through a comprehensive report and data interpretation. We could provide answers on what is present as whole communities in terms of biodiversity, or we could target a specific species, and this could be relevant according to the context, but for example, could be relevant to target a protected species. So what we mean here with anthropogenic pressures, for example, are the turbines of wind energy, could be the solar panels. So if you want to implement this, these are changes to the landscape, they alter the landscape, and it's necessary or could bring value to assess what will be the impact or what is going on, let's say, in terms of biodiversity. Why us? So environmental DNA is already used as a technology, but we have developed an innovative sampling technique that is targeting terrestrial species. So we can collect DNA from virtually everywhere: air, water, soil, surfaces. It's easy to collect, it's non-invasive technique, and its analysis is highly sensitive. We, being multinational company, we are present worldwide, so we can always resort to our affiliates and local partners for support if necessary. And being a service provider company, we are and working in every field, food, energy, etc. We are aware of what are the market needs and demands. So if you want to know more, if you're curious, if you think we could bring value to your project, you can contact me, Margarita Oliveira. We are located in Lisbon, in Portugal, and we are at SGS. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Margarita. Let's continue with Max Parkman from the German Aerospace Center, DLR, in Germany.
Hello. Hello, everyone, and thank you for the introduction. I'm, as said, Max Parkman from the German Aerospace Center, specifically the Institute of Solar Research, and we are mainly working in our institute with solar thermal power plants. So we are trying to generate heat for industrial processes, to create solar fuels, or to provide dispatchable electricity, to help the energy transition with these power plants and to make these power plants more efficient and competitive. We not only work with these power plants, but also with linear collectors or dish collectors. But here we're mainly looking out for partners on solar power plants. But if you're interested in other power plant types with solar thermal energy, we can also provide you with experts. In these power plants, one of the main possibilities to achieve cost reductions are to lower their complexity. In these power plants, up to 100,000 of heliostats, which are constructed, so the mirrors which are aligned there are constructed under very harsh cost conditions. So like one of them cannot cost over $100 per square meter. And so they are very prone to errors. The shading and blocking of these heliostats to each other has to be optimized, so to get the most energy of the less heliostat field as possible. And since I think since the existence of these power plants are supported by data. So therefore, we measure nearly everything what happens in this plant, like the temperature at the receiver, the alignment of the heliostats. We fly with drones over it. We view the power plant with cameras or sky images, and use all this information to optimize the power plant and to reduce the costs in the end. The optimization process started, I would say, in 1989 with the first optimization process, the first fully automated process, which is the calibration of the heliostat to really hit the receiver with each heliostat. And since we started to apply AI in this power plants, we had a lot of steps in this direction. For example, an automated surface measurement using AI, an automated irradiance prediction, and since the last year, an automated optimization of the aim points on the receiver. So the power plant users don't have to do so much anymore, and it's not dependent on the power plant operator anymore how efficient the plant is. And we combined all this in a power plant control software, where we already applied all these automation processes and first have shown a fully automated ramp up, continuous program and ramp down of this type of power plant. And I skip over what we're doing here, but you can read over it. What we are planning in one of the upcoming calls is that we want to bring this to an industrial level. So we want to start with the full automation of another power plant and bring this, and in the end of the project, license this for other commercial plants and make this more stable to optimize these plants on an industrial scale. And for that, we're searching for partners like power plant operators, AI specialists, software experts, and even people who are experts in standardization or qualification of these hardware and software components. If you're interested in this topic, I would be very happy if you can contact me on LinkedIn or over my email address. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Moving on to our next presentation, Dimitris Vothios from Ypsilon, which is a consultancy firm in Greece.
Hello, everyone. This is Dimitris Vothios from Epsilon International. Epsilon International is an R&D, research and innovation consulting company, which was firstly made back in the 80s as a spin-off of MIT and Harvard. In the 90s, it moved in Europe, and as we have spanned since then to 6 countries. Our expertise spans in a variety of fields, from environment to civil protections and water to aerosystems. And this is a list of the technologies that we're associated with, which are math modeling, digital twins, GIS Copernicus, DSS, and life cycle assessment. This is an indicative list of the topics that we are interested in this period. We are, as I will say on the next slide, we are using life cycle assessment. So many other topics are going to be of interest to us, but this is a list for the life carbon building information tools, for the grid scale energy storage, and the forecasting and energy saving. As a company, our relevant expertise for Cluster 5 is life cycle assessment. We integrate the life cycle circularity logic into data platforms and decision support tools, and support scenario and trade-off analysis for innovation pathways, energy storage, and energy sharing concepts. We also use digital twins. We develop digital twins, and we are develop frameworks regarding sustainability, regulatory and policy-oriented impact assessment. As I was saying before, we integrate life cycle security logic. We develop and operationalize environmental KPIs aligned with the relevant standards. And we deliver policy relevant evidence for certification, impact assessment, and societal readiness. We are looking for a partner, but we can also lead. This is our contact information. I also have to mention that we have a very developed network of partners. So if you need someone who can make something, you can reach out to us. We can find them for you. This is for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Mohamed Alali from ENSEA, a French Grande École of Engineering in France.
Thank you for the introduction. My name is Mohamed Alaeddin Alali from ENSEA, France. I would like to share with you my project entitled Artificial Intelligence and Digital Twin Enabled Sustainable Economic Dispatch with Fast Switching Inverters for life cycle optimized and high power quality for a chain of PV battery fuel cell hybrid systems. We have already identified our call based on cluster 503D321, but we are open for other suggestions. This project proposed an innovative, scalable, economic, efficient, better controlled and resilient for a green power system structure. To the best of our knowledge, the proposed structures are unique worldwide with 4 patents, license, and marketing. Startup creation is under discussion. The project is structured around 5 main objectives. The first one is to develop artificial intelligence model to predict PV generation and demand, and to build a digital twin model for the battery and electrolyzers storage systems for life cycle management. Second is based on fast switching power inverter with two newer structures based on 2-level inverter and multi-active bridge architecture. The third is to optimize storage dispatch with PV and hydrogen sources to improve grid resilience while reducing environmental impact. Fourth is to implement a newer method of sustainable and economic power dispatch based on generic artificial intelligence and digital twin models to minimize costs and to extend the lifetime of the overall chain. And finally, to embedded AI inference engines to deliver energy efficient inference engines from the trained models. We have, for the consortium point of view, we have partnerships from academic based on Quartz Laboratories, mine, and other partners from France, Italy, and Germany. And we have also partners, industrial partners from France also. We have the French leader in self-consumption solution and two other companies based on digital twin intelligence and digital twin models for batteries. And we are open for other collaboration, especially in the domain of hydrogen, academic and industrial companies. For the contribution to that topic, the project has 5 main contributions based first on 2 structures, newer structures of fast switching based shunt active filter to co-optimize economic dispatch and lifetime across the overall chain, to provide adaptive artificial intelligence control algorithms for harmonic filtering and MPPT, hydrogen flow rate estimation, and so on, and to integrate the battery and digital twin models for energy efficient, for sustainable lifetime management and grid services, and finally embedded real-time deployment on smart inverter with minimal power and memory footprint. These are my coordination and the contact details. I will be happy to receive your suggestions for collaborations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mohamed. Let's continue with Clement Demartele, Violeta Logistics, and startup in Spain.
Okay, thank you, Juan, for the introduction. Yeah, my name is Clement. I'm the CEO and founder of Violeta Logistics. We are SME, so startup based in Spain, more precisely in Barcelona since 2022. And what we are working on and focusing on is the development and deployment of autonomous delivery robots for last mile logistics. Here you have in this picture an example of our autonomous delivery robot operating in the city center of Barcelona. So we are focusing expertise in the development of autonomous driving software, also connectivity and remote operations for connected, cooperative and autonomous mobility technologies. And of course, from more, let's say, logistics and last mile logistics optimization, and focusing also on business case. Yeah, in terms of our capabilities, we have also lots of experience in European projects funded by under Horizon Europe or other institutions. We are a member of the portfolio, startup for portfolio of the EIT Urban Mobility, which is an agency focusing and funding some projects specifically related to mobility and logistics. And more precisely, we are a spin-off from the Technical University of Catalonia, the Institute from the Technical University of Catalonia. So there we are also very close from the research environment here in Barcelona and in Catalonia. Our main topic of interest, of course, is from the mobility, let's say mobility, so the safe, resilient transport and smart mobility services for passenger and goods. And if we we have identified some more concrete goals that we would like to focus on. The first one is this increasing competitiveness and resilience of multimodal freight transport and logistics for supply chain. So on the logistics side, and here you have some example of activities we would like to work on. So work on traceability of supply chains, real-time visibility of autonomous delivery operations in cities, and how to better optimize these last mile logistics thanks to autonomous vehicles. So more on last mile logistics orchestrations and optimization. The second call that we have identified is more on the CCAM technology, let's say technology side, which is this generative AI for smarter CCAM, enhancing perception, decision making, and validation. And here, more specifically, what we would like to work on is our real-time language reasoning models to improve the explainability and trustworthiness of AI models for CCAM technology. So the idea is to have AI agents understanding and describing the activities of the autonomous vehicles in real time and be able to better explain the behavior of these autonomous vehicles, and also identify safety critical scenarios or long tail events that are not out of the operative domain of the robots. And finally, we are also preparing at the Catalonia level proposal for the flagship pilot large-scale demonstration of CCAM. So we are very active in the mobility ecosystem in Catalonia, and we are trying to mobilize all this ecosystem to propose a use case within this overall project for large-scale demonstrations. So here you have my contact details. Very happy to collaborate with you in the field of autonomous mobility and CCAM. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clement. Our next speaker is Benediktas Poleikis, L+1 from Lithuania.
So, hello, my name is Benediktas, and I am really happy to represent the company L+1. We are a clean tech SME established in the United Kingdom and a manufacturer of smart ozone technologies operating in Lithuania since 2016. So this year is our 10-year anniversary. We deliver certified and award-winning solutions for industrial air emissions, odor and VOC, also known as volatile organic compounds control. As well, we also treat water. Our work focuses on high efficiency ozone treatment for industrial odors and gases, combined with in-house development. So yes, we develop our technology ourselves, and generating systems and smart monitoring platforms. Importantly, our solutions are not only developed in theory, but actively deployed and validated together with municipal and industrial partners. We currently operate dedicated ozone treatment units and pilot systems at municipal and industrial sites in Lithuania, and we also collaborate with partners across Europe and the Nordic region. So this slide presents one Horizon Europe topic that is of particular interest to us, namely the Cluster 5 call on non-exhaust emissions in road and railway transport. We see a strong alignment with this topic because our work focuses on treatment of air emissions and odor-forming gases, as well as water and wastewater streams with high contaminant loads. In addition to treatment solutions, we have experience with pilot deployment, system installations, and operational monitoring, including remote telemetry that supports compliance, tracking, performance, validation. We already have pilot-ready systems at technology readiness levels 7 to 8, already operating in municipal and industrial environments. So we are able to support rapid deployment and real-world validation, including in sectors related to transport. So yeah, at the same time, I would also like to emphasize that we are not limiting ourselves to only this specific call. We are open to participating in other Horizon Europe topics where our experience and capabilities could be relevant. If coordinators or consortia see us as a potential fit in other calls, we are very open to discussion and flexible in how we can contribute. Our main interest is to join projects where our solutions and operational experience can add value to support environmental impact. On this slide, I just want to give a quick overview of what we can bring to consortium in practice. So from our side, we work, as I mentioned, with ozone-based water treatment and combined with simple and reliable remote monitoring. A key point for us is efficiency, using low amounts of chemicals, keeping energy use reasonable, and making sure that systems are easy to operate and monitor. What's important is that these are not early-stage concepts, but pilot-ready systems that are already operating in real environments. We also bring hands-on experience. We have implemented solutions for city-level utilities, for example, in Klaipėda and Šiauliai, one of the biggest cities in Lithuania. So within the consortium, we usually support pilot deployment, operation, and performance validation, so KPIs. Our role is to help make sure that solutions actually work on site and deliver measurable results. So to conclude, thank you very much for your time and attention. If our profile and experience are of interest, we will be very happy to connect and explore possibilities of collaboration in the future. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Andrea Camilli from Prometeia, a consultancy firm in Italy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Camilli, and I'm here. I'm an economic researcher, and I'm here with Silvia Cifarelli, a business developer at Prometeia, and we are really glad to have the chance to present our company and our interest in the calls of Cluster 5 on climate, energy, and mobility. And in particular, Prometeia is an Italian company headquartered in Bologna with different branches across Europe and the Middle East. It's a large company with more than 1,000 professionals and a core research department with about 100 researchers, with researchers from different countries and nationalities. Basically, within this framework of Horizon, we are willing to act actually as a core scientific partner, mainly non-coordinator, because we are aimed to provide quantitative socioeconomic analysis for energy, climate, and mobility policies. We believe that the value added we can bring to a potential consortium is our strong experience with European institutions, ministries, central banks, and development banks across Europe, and so we think we are a natural bridge between climate science, policy design, and decision maker. On top of that, we are proprietary of a different type of models, in particular an integrated assessment model that include climate risk, both transition and physical risk, and that can provide information about the macroeconomic, public finance, and international distributional outcome of climate and energy transition. Here today, I would like to share basically our interest for one potential call of destination one, but we are interested in also different type of destinations. In particular, with respect to this call, we think we can provide the economic quantification of fiscal and intergenerational cost of delayed mitigation or insufficient adaptation measure. And we can provide also integrated assessment both for transition risk and physical risk, both the core and acute risk, under the so-called NGFS and Paris Agreement consistent scenarios. Our main approach is a modeling approach and policy-oriented. In particular, we are proprietary of a multi-country overlapping generation macroeconomic model that can be used to evaluate economic growth, public debt, and intergenerational dynamics under different climate and transition scenarios. And this is connected to a computable general equilibrium sectoral model that provide a detailed description of sectoral production, trade, and energy transition. And all these blocks are connected to what is called a climate damage model that is aligned with the main, basically, climate scenario in Europe and across the world. With respect to this larger framework, we are able to provide some key outputs that are of interest for policymakers and different stakeholders, in particular GDP, sectoral value added, employment, and all other type of public finance variables that can be of interest. And we are distinguished with respect to other basically research departments because we can provide also distributional and intergenerational effects of this type of transition. And we also provide some value chain and cost of inaction, mitigation, adaptation pathways. That is something that can be useful also for a different type of goals. So if we want to be specific on what we are looking for and what can be our basically role, we look for a coordinator of a consortium or other partners specialized in earth system science, which is the part that we are missing at the moment, or socioeconomic and humanities partners for the part on government, institution, and policy uptake in all the basically calls in different destinations that include some type of socioeconomic estimation. So our preferred role will be a world leader for packages specializing in this economic integration analysis, or to be task leader for specific quantitative impact assessment, cost of inaction, and policy evaluation assessment. So we basically propose ourselves as non-coordinating scientific partner. And I invite you to connect directly with me or Silvia, or to visit our website if you want to have more information about the company and our interest for the Horizon. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation. The next one is Aykut Yildirim from CETIM Technology in Turkey. Please.
Hello, my name is Aykut Yildirim from CETIM Technology. I'm from Turkey. I'm a mechanical engineer and founder of the CETIM Technology. Today I present our solution, steam generating industrial heat pump. It's focusing on industrial heat decarbonization, fully aligned with Horizon Europe Cluster 5 calls. As we know, today steam generation in industrial heating is mainly fossil fuel driven boilers. So these boilers lead to high operational costs because of the fossil fuel prices, and it leads to carbon dioxide emissions. Also, fossil fuel boilers has complex steam systems, and it is not easy to handle process demanding pressures, steam pressure. Also, industrial sites have waste heat from 20 Celsius to 100 Celsius. So our solution solves these issues. We recover waste heat from 20 Celsius to 100 Celsius. Our technology is has process adaptive generation technique. Up to 150 Celsius steam generation is possible. Thermal capacity of our product is 50 kilowatt thermal unit. It is modular and scalable product. We differentiate with our in-house designed high pressure compressor core. There are lots of technologies in this area. For instance, Stirling-based heat pumps. In this technology, there are complex large heat exchangers, and they are not suitable for continuous industrial operations. Also, it leads to a high capital cost. In this area, we know mechanical vapor recompression systems, but it works only if steam already exists. It is a steam upgrading system. Generic knowledge know electrical boiler, but they are electrically simple but systematically inefficient. As SUSTEAM technology, we suggest using a SUSTEAM heat pump up to 150 Celsius steam generation. But if you need steam above 150 Celsius, we suggest using our solution with mechanical vapor recompression systems. Mechanical vapor recompression system is commercial available systems. Also, some industrial sites has seasonal waste heat loss or unstable waste heat. So we suggest using PCM thermal modules, thermal battery modules with our solution. Our solution has 50 kilowatt thermal unit. It is ready to direct replacement of fossil steam boilers. But if you fall in love with your boiler, hybrid operation possible with your boiler, we can recover your condensate heat, and we can upgrade it to produce 150 Celsius steam. We are looking for partners related Horizon Cluster 5 calls, phase out fossil fuel in energy intensive industries, full-scale demonstration of heat upgrade solution in industrial process. What kind of partnership we are looking for? Industrial demo sites, system integrators, and research partner for performance monitoring and performance validation. Our technical expertise from mechanical engineering to data engineer. We are looking forward to connect to build a consortium, and we are ready to demonstrate our high temperature heat pump. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to invite to Riccardo Varotto, NCB Project from Italy.
Thank you, and I'm pleased to introduce today our innovative SME from Italy. I'm going to speak from Venice, where our EU department project is located. And I'm very proud to announce that our AI-based self-developed tool, CETIM Navigator, is a relevant tool that we would like to offer as relevant asset for all relevant cluster 5 topics. CETIM Navigator have different application scenarios in this kind of R&D initiative. We can support from the preparatory phase the project, but also support the exploitation process in the different phases, from potentially the very last mile of the project. We are able to assess the uniqueness of the R&D project to support its exploitation by identifying competitors and alternatives. This is a scale-up strategy and action plan. And this is one of our main skills that we like to offer. Some of the topics we selected. This is not just a list of the topics that we would like to address because of our experience in already funded projects or ongoing projects that we are currently implementing. So this one regarding the producing battery-grade materials electrodes for sustainable processing and refining raw materials, developing bio-based materials. But for you, partnership is really relevant because of our current project, Green Loop and Polymers. We can offer in terms of dissemination petition business strategy our main skill, but we also offer because of our social science humanities skills. So we can also address this kind of initiative with relevant expertise. The second one is one related to the CO3 for it's a cross topic combining two partnerships, but for you and Made in Europe partnership. Again, we can facilitate the application of SSBD framework, expectation dissemination. We are also a member of the EFRA partnership, and that's the reason why for Green Loop and Compass, we can offer even relevant end user coming from our current business network. The last one is related to the AI-assisted digital aircraft design, manufacturing, MRO, and again, because of our specialized in market research, business planning, we have capability to develop the go-to-market strategies for new technologies, but we can also offer our skills around the technology adoption, and because of our team with a strong expertise in social science and humanities, we can support all the expedition and dissemination tasks for this purpose. These are my contact details, and to sum up, the EU project department can offer expertise in dissemination, expedition, technology scouting, and scaling up strategy. Please don't hesitate to contact me for any opportunity or cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's continue with Marcello Gulci from Abitec in Italy.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Marcello Curci. I work as an EU project manager at Abitec, which is a cluster organization and a consultancy based in northern Italy. We are specialized in green building and decarbonization strategies for the built environment. We represent at the same time more than 120 cluster members. Most of them are SMEs from the energy and construction value chain. We are a member of the European Construction Technology Platform and Brussels-based association, as well as recognized as a Build for People Innovation Cluster Network. Our expertise spans over green building rating schemes, such as well-known LEED, BREEAM, WELL schemes, LCA and LCC, carbon credits, energy audit, energy modeling, and we are also able to involve our cluster members in research and innovation projects as partners or affiliated. As a complementary activity, we are also able to manage communication, dissemination, and stakeholder engagement activities. The first topic we are interested in is related to the advanced data platforms to integrate whole life carbon and building information tools, assessments, and certification. Here, our contribution to the topic could be related to building life cycle assessment and GWP calculation via use of accredited software, expertise in carbon removal methodologies for long-lasting wooden products. And as a member of the Innovation Cluster Network of Build for People, we're able to disseminate and communicate about the results of the project through this network. As our experience spans over regular participation in EU projects, we have 3 ongoing, as we are also expert in participating in Horizon projects. Our second topic of interest is researching the technical, social, and economic factors impacting the energy performance of smart buildings. Also, this topic is co-programmed by the Build for People partnership. Our specific contribution here is related to support the definition and implementation of actionable recommendation on inclusive smart buildings, raising awareness activities involving, again, the Build for People cluster network and Habitat cluster members, for example, about dissemination of results, surveys, and workshops. As for our technology profile and experience, we have advanced knowledge on energy-related issues in buildings, assessment and analysis, and we have an in-depth understanding and implementation of the smart readiness indicator, which is crucial in similar topics and similar calls. And we could be also able to detect implications of these topics for multiple target groups. In case you would like to reach out to me, these are my contact details. So we are happy to learn more about you if you're interested. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next speaker, Maciej Wojcik from NCBR, National Center for Research and Development in Poland.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Maciej Wojcik. I'm a strategic expert at NCBR, and NCBR is a National Center for Research and Development. This is a government research funding agency in Poland, and this is the biggest one in of such sort in our part of Europe. So I mean Central and Eastern Europe, with an annual budget of 1.5 billion euro and employees amounting to almost 1,000. So out of many activities that we run, I would like to focus on innovation procurement, because that's what my department does. And this is classic top-down approach. So you may drive innovation by procurement. And the idea behind this is that there's a certain public institution of any sort. It may be a hospital, an army, a library, a museum, a commune, border guard, and they have very specific need or challenge that needs to be solved. So they need to order something, a technology that does not exist. And this is really universal to be applied in different sectors. And so far, we have concluded 12 pre-commercial procurements, that is PCPs, and attempted twice to run innovation partnership. And there's another 15 on the table, another 15 upcoming. So we are recruiting the challenges and the public institution to work with. This is also to be applied in private sector, but we are concentrating on public one. And at the moment, we are rather operating at a national level, but with the ambition to go international. For what we do, we have been awarded 5 years ago by European Innovation Council, and this is my major slide. This is how the scheme works. So you start with a problem, right? You have a very specific problem. For example, the dams are leaking, and you put the challenge forward and ask and invite the contractors to present their possible solution. Then you sign multiple contracts with as many contractors as you want in parallel. They run their research, and after, let us say, a year, you cut off. So you have to have the whole challenge parameterized. So against these parameters, you promote, for example, 3 out of 5 to the next phase, and remaining 2 are eliminated because their technologies are not that appealing. And the same logic appeals to phase 2 and the phase 3, and at the end of the day, you have this one final technology that needs to that helps you solve your problem. It's up to the contractor how they approach it. If the dams are leaking, you may have the monitoring system via drones, seismograph, sensor, whatever. You have just to present the problem as a public institution, and the contractor is obliged to deliver the solution. And apart from this hard technical knowledge, our center has a potential and capability to provide this soft policy expertise. how to run PCP, how to define the challenges, how to run open market consolidation, what are the pitfalls, what are the bottlenecks, and we have this holistic approach. For the moment, we are of course interested in the call that is mentioned at the bottom, but my major message to you is just, if you are looking for a PCP partner, please remember that there's an NCBR in Poland and they are really experienced in this. These are my contact details. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mateo. And we are now moving to our final presentation of today, Gabriela from Mersen.
Thank you. Well, hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Abdillah Gulman. I am Research and Development Engineer at Mersen. So we are a global leader in electrical power solutions. So we are present in 33 countries with 7,500 employees, and we have 18 research development centers. So we are involved in supporting the transition to renewable energies, contributing the power conversion and transmission, improving power conversion efficiency with silicon carbide semiconductors, and participating in the development of electrical vehicles. And today I'll present our contribution to Horizon Europe Cluster 5 calls, focusing in innovation for energy transition and mobility. So first of all, our first opportunity targets next generation lithium-based battery for mobility and stationary storage. So Mersen provides advanced components and safety technologies, including laminated bus bars, flexible interconnections, capacitors, high-speed DC fuses, and thermal management systems. So we aim to co-develop battery architectures and demonstrators to enhance performance and safety. So we have identified a goal which in line with our expertise. So we move on to the second opportunity. So the second opportunity focuses on reliable high voltage DC converters for renewable energy integration. So we offer engineered bus bars, high power fuses, and thermal solutions to support multi-terminal high voltage DC systems. So our expertise in power electronics and collaboration with industrial partners ensures optimized, reliable, and thermal management for large-scale projects. So for that purpose, we identify some calls which in line with our expertise. So we move on to the third opportunity. So about the third opportunity, we address advanced power distribution and thermal solutions for electrical mobility. So the advanced power distribution and thermal solution for electrical mobility, including heavy-duty BEVs and marine aeronautical electrification. So our technologies, laminated bus bar, high-speed fuses, DC-link capacitors, and cooling systems enable efficient energy conversion and support innovative mobility architectures. So the same, we have identified some goals which in line with our expertise. So about the type of participation and compliance, Mersen is looking to join strong consortia as a partner, bringing expertise in safety, thermal management, and power electronics. So we are committed to supporting Horizon Europe projects for a sustainable future. So to learn more about Mersen, please visit our website and feel free to contact me if you'd like to discuss potential collaboration. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. That's all for today. Pitching session has ended, and I hope you all have found proposal ideas and entity profiles interesting to create your consortia for Cluster 5 calls. I would like to remind you that everything has been uploaded to the Brokerage Event website, as well to as GREENET website in the future, including contact details of everybody. Bilateral meetings session is starting now from 12 to 6. It's not open to everybody, only to those registered participants who has booked meetings in advance. And that's all. Thank you for your participation and enjoy the bilateral meetings.